Most gardeners toss in kitchen scraps and hope worms show up, but worms don't love everything. We imagine worms turning our soil into black gold, but most scraps are just okay, not irresistible. The real secret? Using baits that tap into a worm's instincts for food, moisture, and shelter. Today, I'm running a side-by-side experiment with unconventional worm baits, rice, cardboard, melon, and more, to see what really works. We'll use clear containers, dirt, and hungry worms to settle this once and for all. Let's get nerdy and find out what makes worms tick. First up, cooked rice. It's packed with starches and ferments quickly, releasing microbe-rich compounds worms love. I buried a mound of plain, cooked rice in our first container. Within hours, worms swarmed the rice, burrowing deep and creating tunnels. The rice's moisture and rapid decomposition made it an instant hit. Unlike tough scraps, rice is soft and teeming with bacteria from day one. It's less a meal, more a worm resort. They checked in and stayed. Rice is a fast-acting, irresistible bait. Next, plain brown cardboard. No prints or tape. Cardboard is cellulose, a slow-release food for microbes that worms eat. I soaked and buried strips. At first, worms ignored it. By day 3, they started chewing the softened fibers. Cardboard became both food and shelter, with worms moving in for the long haul. It's a slow-burn bait, perfect for building a stable worm habitat. Cardboard is a fantastic long-term addition to any garden bed. Coffee grounds are a composting favorite, but do worms agree? I buried used grounds, expecting action, but worms avoided them. The ground's acidity repelled worms at first. Only after decomposing and neutralizing did a few worms venture in. Coffee grounds aren't instant bait. They're a slow-release soil amendment. Add them for long-term soil health, not for attracting worms overnight. They're more investment than magnet. Melon rinds, sweet, juicy, and packed with moisture, were my next test. I buried cantaloupe rinds with some fruit attached. The result was immediate. Worms swarmed the rinds in minutes. The sugars and moisture created a feeding frenzy and perfect microclimate. Melon rinds are a true worm magnet, fast, effective, and irresistible. If you want to concentrate worms quickly, melon is your go-to bait. Last up, stale bread, full of starch, but would worms bite? At first nothing happened. Then mold took over the bread. Once fungi colonized it, worms arrived to feast, not on the bread but on the fungi. Bread is a two-stage bait, first for mold, then for worms. It's a reminder that worms are part of a bigger ecosystem. Bread isn't instant bait, but it feeds the food web that feeds worms. Use it if you're patient. So what's the ultimate worm bait? For speed, rice and melon win. Worms flock to them within hours. For long-term habitat, cardboard is best. Slow-release food and shelter. Coffee grounds and bread need time. They're not instant attractants. To fill your garden with worms, use the right bait for your goal. What's the weirdest thing you've buried and found full of worms? Share below. Subscribe for more nerdy garden experiments. Thanks for watching.